Hello students, welcome back to the class again. In the last class, we discussed up to discovery of electrons. We discussed the discovery of electrons. So it was accidentally done when William Crookes was experimenting on conductivity of electricity by the gases. Crookes experiment करते कौन ना gas electricity conduct करती ना करती नहीं. So it was accidentally discovered. And who discovered it? Na J.J. Thomson. So, I told you details in the last class. What Thomson did, he measured the charge by mass ratio of the particle which is emitted. Every time he changed the source of cathode ray. What is the source of cathode ray? The source of cathode ray may be your cathode metal or gas inside the tube. कोठे परे आइदर कैथोड मेटल बाहर पड़थंती नले भितरे जो गैस अछि सेटु बाहर. So the sources are two. So every time Thomson changed both of them कौन ना कैथोड मेटल भी चेंज करले and gas inside the tube भी चेंज करले. So he determined the charge by mass ratio, E by M ratio, and it was found to be constant. Kete that is 1.76 into 10 to the power 11 coulomb per kg. So what he concluded na jehetu pratyek metal ru ei same particle eject hochi, it may be gas or metal, he concluded that this particle which is negatively charged is an universal constituent. That means it is a part and parcel of every metal. Pratyek metal puthura pratyek metal dare sei particle ta achi, and he named that negatively charged particle as electron. So he named that negatively charged particle as electron. So this is how electron was discovered by J.J. Thomson. Then another scientist named as R.A. Millikan. R.A. Millikan. What he did second one, he measured the charge of electron. Millikan measured the charge of electron by his famous oil drop experiment. He measured the charge of electron by oil drop experiment. So how he measured it? Now by using a specific method, से कौन कर ले ना oil drop ऊपर थी charge को measure कर ले. Then it is not in your course, तो details से जाओ नहीं, खाली तुमको summary कोई दो चीज़. So what I am doing now, I am telling you the summary how the charge of electron was measured by Millikan. So for that you have to remember that every matter has some static electric charge. प्रत्येक matter ऊपरे प्रत्येक वस्तु ऊपरे उठे स्थिर वैद्युतिक शक्ति रही. So every matter has some static electric charge on it, and the only cause of static electric charge is presence of electron. So you have to remember these 2 points. Every matter has some static electric charge on it. It gathers the static electric charge. So it is only due to presence of electrons. जो static electric charge का रोची उठे matter ऊपरे, it is only due to presence of electron. So he measured the charge on the oil droplet, and to his surprise, so देखिए आश्चर्य करो ना, every time the charge of the oil droplet was an integral multiple of the smallest charge. सबुथर देखिए गोटे निर्दिष्ट चार्ज रो इंटीग्रल मल्टीपल ले oil ऊपर चार्ज था. So what he proposed ना, you have to remember Q is equal to NE. He proposed that Q is equal to NE, where Q is the total static charge on the oil droplet. Total static electric charge of this is Q. N is an integer. N is an integer, and E is the smallest charge on oil droplet. So you have to remember this Q is equal to NE. That's what Millikan's oil drop experiment. He concluded that जेतेबेले भी टोटल स्टैटिक इलेक्ट्रिक चार्ज हम मेजर करूछु इट इज ऑलवेज a whole number of a minimum charge, that is E. So he told that this minimum charge is the charge of electron. कोई साइड चेक करू इलेक्ट्रिक स्टैटिक इलेक्ट्रिक चार्ज रहउची ड्यू टू प्रेजेंस ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन आ सबुठु कम चार्ज केते रहइबो when there is only one electron. तो सबुठु जेते मिनिमम चार्ज मल्टीपल रहला, that means the static electric charge depends on the number of electrons which is n. Okay, तो आंसर एटा को आंसर करेक्शन करि परबा टोटल जो स्टैटिक चार्ज एति हुए n जोटा इंटीजर कोन हिजो से ना नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन जते बड़ी चलिबो नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन से अनुसार चार्ज बड़ी जिवो. सो हायर इज द नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स ग्रेटर इज द स्टैटिक चार्ज एंड व्हाट इज द स्मॉलेस्ट चार्ज ऑन द ऑर्डर प्लेट केतना मिनिमम आसी कहली when the charge is minimum now when there is only one electron present on the surface. So the smallest charge is the charge of electron. जेतरा गोटे इलेक्ट्रॉन होची सब स्मॉलेस्ट चार्ज आछि जेतरा दुईटा होची ताले n2 होई होची 2 into e जेतरा 3 इलेक्ट्रॉन देयर आर 3 electrons 3 into e. So n is the whole number which is the number of electrons present and e is the smallest charge possible. That means when there is only one electron. So e ra kon paga hame is the charge of the electron which is measured as 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So what is charge of electron? Now 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Okay. So this is how millikan could be able to measure the charge of electron. What is that? You have to remember charge of electron, that is small e is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So outside we will summarize करछि. The static charge present on any matter is due to presence of electrons. So higher is the number of electrons, greater will be the static charge. So static charge केटा बढ़िबो जेतना number of electrons बढ़ि जिवो ताले n पर gives you number of electrons, e is the charge of electron. So number of electrons into charge of electron gives you the total static charge. Okay. So this is the simple formula. Based on this we'll solve a numerical. For example, if the question is asked like this, if the question is, so you have to remember Q is equal to NE. So based on this, if a question like this is asked, question 1, the charge, static charge on an oil droplet is found to be minus 3.2 into 10 to the power minus 18 coulomb. Minus 3.2 into 10 to the power minus 18 coulomb. Okay. By milligrams oil drop experiment. So the static charge or total charge on the oil droplet is found to be minus 3.2 into 10 to the power minus 18 coulomb by milligrams oil drop experiment. Calculate the number of electrons present on it. ताले सेतरे केतरा इलेक्ट्रॉन बळिछ कोइ दिन ऑलरेडी the static electric charge on any matter is purely due to presence of electron. Okay, so এই ফর্মুলা কো আমি ইউজ করবা কো ফর্মুলা. Now we know that answer, we know that what is total static charge? Now Q is equal to N into E. Q is equal to N E. So Q is the total charge given to me. The answer already. n is the number of electrons भाग करवा, E is the charge of electron. You know the value 1.6 minus 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb, because if electron is negatively charged, what is the value of E? Now minus 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. So we have to find out the number of electrons. N is equal to Q by E. Q by E. What is the value of Q given to you? Now minus 3.2 into 10 power minus 18 coulomb divided by E. What is the value of E? For electron it is minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Okay. So coulomb will cancel out. 10 power minus 19 will be 10 power plus 19. So 10 power plus 19 into 10 power minus 18. It will be 10 power 1. That means 10. And 3.2 by 1.6. It will be 2. Negative will cancel out. So there will be 20 electrons. Answer will be 20 electrons. बुझिएगा कितनी बात थी? Now to remember, total static charge which will be given to you is equal to number of electron into charge of the electron. So how to find out the number of electron? N. Now Q by E. Q value given minus 3.2 into 10 power minus 18 coulomb. E minus 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. So they will cancel out. Negative will cancel out. It will be 10 power plus 19. That means it will become 10. Then 3.2 by 1.6 it will be 2. So there will be 20 electrons. So this is how you have to solve the numericals. Then there is an assignment for you. You solve a similar numerical and send the answer to me. Numerical I am giving you as assignment question number 2. This is the assignment for you. Random question. The charge on an oil drop plate is found to be minus 4.8 into 10 to the power minus 17 coulomb. So the charge on an oil drop plate is found to be minus 4.8 into 10 to the power minus 17 coulomb by Millikan's oil drop experiment. Calculate the number of electrons present on it. So this is the assignment for you. You have to solve it and send it to my WhatsApp number. तब solve करेगा वो WhatsApp number को पढ़ना. So next electrons charge was discovered or found by Millikan's oil drop experiment. Then we find out the mass of electron. Next page we find out the mass of electron. How to find out? Any idea? Now two things we have found out right now. First, Thomson found out the charge by mass ratio of electron, which is 1.76 into 10 to the power 11 coulomb per kg. Then Millikan found out the charge of electron, which is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So by using these two data, E by M value known to you, E value calculated by Millikan. So from this you have to find out the value of M, that is mass of electron. How to find out mass of electron? M will be E by M. Look, E divided by E by M. So it becomes E into M by E. E cancel out, it becomes M. So how to find out the mass of electron? Now E by M. What is the value of E? Now 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Then what is the value of E by M? Now 1.76 into 10 to the power 11 coulomb per kg. So simply you have to put the value of E and E by M. Look, Coulomb will cancel out. Kg inverse will be Kg. Then you have to find out the value. It will be 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. Unit will be kg because it has kg inverse here. So what is the mass of electron? Now 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kilogram. Okay, in terms of gram, you have to remember it will be 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 28 gram. Okay, so this is all about your electron. The mass was calculated to be 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. You have to remember these values. Then charge of the electron is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Then E by M ratio is 1.76 into 10 to the power 11 coulomb per kg. Okay, so I have discussed details regarding electron. Then the assignment number 2 is briefly discuss about electron. Who discovered it? What is its mass? What is its charge? And how it was discovered? Everything you write pointers. प्रत्येक जिनिसटा point wise लिखिबो मते पठाइबो. Briefly discuss regarding electrons. How it was discovered? By which experiment it was discovered? Then who discovered it? What is its charge? What is its mass? What is its E by M ratio? These things you have to write down. Okay. So this is all about electron. That means the first subatomic particle which was discovered was electron. Then you know atom is electrical neutral. तो जानिছো atom का electrically neutral. किंतु तांतो प्रथमे गोटे negatively charged particle बाहरला. So the scientists concluded that there must be a positively charged subatomic particle too. यदि negative charge अछि positive non neutral नहीं परिबो नहीं. So when there is a neutral negative charge discovered first, negatively charged subatomic particle discovered first, the scientists search for another subatomic particle which must be positively charged. So what kale ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ subatomic particle खोजिवा आरंभ कले which must be positively charged. No atom का electrically neutral ही करू नहीं. So this is why the scientists search for another subatomic particle which must be positively charged. Okay, next we'll discuss discovery of protons. Discovery of protons. So, as I told you, the scientists started searching for a subatomic particle which must be positively charged. No atom ka electrically neutral hey paruni. Then by different methods they tried to search it out. But a scientist named as Goldstein, what he did? Goldstein, now he repeated the same experiment, that is cathode experiment with a perforated cathode. माने छिद्रयुक्त cathode को नहीं कि से same experiment को से repeat करें. So a scientist named as Goldstein repeated the same cathode ray experiment with a perforated cathode. Condition is समान रहेगा. So he took a long hard glass tube of 30 cm length, 4 cm width. The समान experiment repeat हला. It was connected to a vacuum pump. It was connected to a vacuum pump. To vacuum pump. What is the role of vacuum pump? Vacuum pump काम कर to maintain low pressure inside the tube. Okay. Then he used a perforated cathode. Perforated means cathode with holes. Cathode with holes. After perforation thing, it must have some perforations. So this is the perforated cathode. It was connected to a high voltage electric source ranging from 20 to 30,000 volt. So same experiment, 2 electrodes, cathode, anode, they were connected to high voltage electric source. They were connected to a high voltage electric source. केते वोल्ट रहबो ना 20,000 to 30,000 volt. High voltage source. Then the pressure has to be maintained, low pressure. Ranging from 10 to the power minus 2 to 10 to the power minus 3 atmospheric pressure. This is the perforated cathode. Perforated cathode. This is the anode. Okay. Now zinc sulfide coating is given on this side. ZNS coating. I already told you what is the role or use of zinc sulfide coating in the last class. So under the similar condition, that means high voltage, these two are connected to a high voltage source ranging from 20,000 to 30,000 volt. And what is taken inside the tube? The gas is taken inside the tube. Gas is taken inside the tube. Okay. So under these conditions, what we have? Now normally the cathode rays they travel from this side to this side. जेहेतु कंडीशन समान थिला एपटू कैथोड रे जेंति जीवाता गला. So he found that normally the cathode rays proceeded from the cathode towards the opposite end जेंति जीवाता गला. But simultaneously he marked that another ray is coming from the anode towards the opposite side. Simultaneously out the ray anode to opposite side to asila. So simultaneously another ray is emitted from the anode is proceeding towards the opposite end. Okay. So he named these rays जो anode जो ray का भाग के opposite end को आती जोड़ा pass करने में perforation कराएगा. But the use of perforated cathode so that these rays coming from the anode जो anode जो ray वाला आती they can pass through it. सेवन आने के pass करते हैं. That is why perforated cathode was used. So he named these rays as anode rays or canal rays. Anode rays or canal rays. Because they are passing through a perforation, that means canal. He also named these rays as canal rays. Okay. So this is the experimentation when anode rays or canal rays were found. Then components like your cathode rays, they also travel in a straight line. So listen carefully. This is assignment number 3. You have to write down the properties of anode rays and send it to me. So point 1, they travel in a straight line. Point 2, they carry material particle. They carry some material particle, that means particle with mass. Third one, when an additional electric field was applied with plus and minus charge on both of it, when an additional electric field of around 20 volt was applied on it, then these rays they were deviated towards the negative plate. So they were deviated towards the negative plate. Point 3, when an additional electric field of around 20 volt was applied on it, these rays were deviated negatively charged plate. Opposite charges attract each other. Just when deviated negative charge plate too, that means these rays contain material particles. I have told you these rays they contain material particles, and because they are deviated towards negative plate, attracted towards the negative plate, they must be positively charged. So this is point number 3. They are positively charged. Then same use of magnetic field. So when magnetic field was applied on it, these rays were deflected again. These rays were deflected. How they are deflected? Now, like the positively charged particles do in a magnetic field. Point 4, in presence of a magnetic field, these rays were deflected. And how they are deflected? Now, like a positively charged particle do in a magnetic field. Magnetic field is a positive charged particle, empty deflect होता है, empty है. So point 4 again confirms that these particles they are positively charged. Okay. So this is all about your Goldstein's experiment. Then properties of anode ray. Then using these properties, the charge by mass ratio of these particles was determined. So similar to your electrons, here also the charge by mass ratio, charge by mass ratio was determined, but it was not found to be constant. ये constant असला नहीं. It was not found to be constant. So this is the only change with respect to electrons. Eta constant asla nahi. Then what? For that we have to discuss the source of anode rays. So like cathode rays, the source was metal or gas inside the tube. आमे कौन अछि ट्यूब भीतर कौन कौन अछि केवल गोटे दुईटा मेटल इलेक्ट्रोड अछंती व्हिच इज कैथोड एंड एनोड आउ गैस अछि हियर आल्सो सेम केस दुईटा इलेक्ट्रोड अछंती आउ गैस अछि सो देयर आर टू इलेक्ट्रोड्स व्हिच आर मेड ऑफ मेटल लगे दिछंती आउ गैस अछि देन हियर a positively charged particle is being emitted and the positively charged particle emit होछि and you have to remember metals are highly electropositive. They tend to lose electron readily. ସେମାନେ normally electron accept କରନ୍ତି ନାହିଁ, they do not accept electrons, they readily lose electrons, ତାଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ they are highly electropositive. ତେଣୁ the electropositive character ରୁ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ positive charge emit ହେବାଟା possible ନୁହେଁ. It is not possible that the electropositive metal will emit another positively charged particle like in this case. ଏଠି କଣ ହଉଛି ଗୋଟେ positive charged particle ବାହାରୁଛି. So there is rare chance that the anode metal is the source of anode rays. So what is the only source? Now only source of anode ray is gas inside the tube. Okay. So by changing the gas inside the tube again and again, the E by M, the charge by mass ratio, was determined, and when hydrogen gas was taken inside the tube, so for hydrogen gas, when hydrogen gas was taken in tube, the charge by mass ratio was found to be 9.58 into 10 power 7 coulomb per kg. Look, it is charged by mass. So when mass increases, E by M ratio will decrease. That means for the lightest particle, what we have to do? We have to take hydrogen gas. So when hydrogen gas was taken inside the tube, the E by M ratio, charge by mass ratio, was found to be 9.58 into 10 power 7 coulomb per kg. So the lightest positively charged particle discovered in this case, that means when hydrogen was taken inside the tube, was named as proton. So the lightest positively charged particle, the lightest positively charged particle found charged particle which are found when hydrogen was taken inside the tube was named as proton. Okay, so this is how proton was discovered by when hydrogen was taken inside the tube. So when other gases will be taken in the tube, the mass will increase, E by M ratio will decrease. Okay, so this is how proton was discovered by Rutherford. So the credit of discovery of proton is given to Rutherford. You have to remember who discovered proton? Rutherford discovered proton. Okay, so the discovery of proton was done by Rutherford. Okay, so students, this is for today. I am giving you 3 assignments. With assignment question number 1 is the numericals to find out the number of electrons. Question number 2 is write the properties of anode ray, which I have already explained you. Then question number 3. Finally, what is the question number 3? You have to remember it and solve it and send it to my WhatsApp number. So this is for today. Thank you very much. Okay.